Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me once again. You are always most welcome. Well, today, new from ICM, some more brilliant World War I figures. I seem to be getting into this. They're really cool as well. And it's the Tankabwehr 1918 Tank Busters. Now then, it worried me when I saw this pop up in ICM's offering, and I thought, what, they're going to go up against tanks with a Maxim machine gun basically, and a high caliber tank busting rifle, really, because I mean you've got to be pretty lucky with that rifle to get a hit that'll go through and hit anything like a person or the ammo. You don't know where anybody's going to be standing at any given time, really, do you? Especially the Mark I tanks. It's a dangerous job is what I'm saying. Anyway, let's have a look on the side. So obviously the 35th scale. It's kit number 35724. And it is basically 4 figures. You basically got a machine gun crew on the left. And then your anti-tank rifle crew on the right. Good luck with that. Don't think it's the job I would want, to be honest. Anyway, let's have a look at what we got. So it's going to be quite a short review, this one, I think. Which is always nice for a change, because mine can be like War and Peace. Especially when it's something major, but this is going to be a nice quick one. Let's have a look at what we've got now. Let's get in. Tricky to get in this one. Right, we're in. There we go. Now let's see if we can work our way in. We're in. Right. Should be pretty straightforward, but so this is hot on the heels of the trench, the sort of stormtrooper assault set, wasn't it? Oh, yes, this looks really cool. I've got to say. Let's have a look at this. Right, it says here. When British Mark I tanks first appeared on the Somme battlefield in 1916, German soldiers were often completely defenceless, attempting to use various improvised means against them. Only a mine, really, I would have thought. Later, a special armoured piercing 7.92mm K Kern bullet with a steel core was developed and cartridges. These bullets were included in the ammunition load of the NG-08 machine guns. Oh, right. So it's not just the rifle then that can penetrate. In November 1917, the German command ordered Mauser to develop a specialised weapon, the Mauser Tankabwehr M1918, the T-Gewehr. It was the world's first anti-tank rifle, created exclusively for destroying armoured targets. It was a single shot operated by a 2-man crew at a calibre of 13.2mm. What's that? That's 3.5 inches, isn't it? It's 4 inch for it. What? What's that? Right, 13.2. 2.5. It's 10mm, is it? Before? That's a big calibre then, isn't it? 13.2mm, is that right? And it weighs I think they mean the rifle weighs 17.7 kilos. That's heavy. The weapon could penetrate 26mm steel plate at a distance of 100 metres and 18mm of plate at 500 metres. Okay, maybe I'm wrong then. Looks like it. On the front, special units being formed into these to combat the tanks. Special anti-tank units complete with the anti-tank rifles and machine guns. Anti-tank rifles were typically deployed in groups of 4 to 6 units, along with the main defensive line or just behind it. Machine guns were often placed in camouflage positions to provide flanking fire. For effective use of anti-tank rifles, it's recommended to concentrate fire on the driver's position and the fuel tanks. Ah, okay, now we get it. Whilst the machine gun fire was directed at the viewing slits of the armoured vehicles. Just try to pepper it with bits, I suppose. Right then, let's have a look at what we've got. Nasty weapons, aren't they? These, jeez. Big high calibre. So what's that? 13.2. I'm just going to... Hang on a minute. My head is gone. I'm still curious when they say 13.2mm. Well, that sounds to me like 4 inches. That can't be right, can it? Right. Just a minute. I used to be able to do brilliant mental arithmetic. Yeah, half an inch. Half an inch? Of course it is. Yeah, where's my brain gone? 2.54, 25.4. 25.4. Yeah, that would be an inch. So it's a half inch, so it's a 50, it's basically a 0.52 cal. Like a 50 cal. Now I get it. So this is very similar to what America was using in the war, but it's a very, very special round and a very high velocity rifle. 50 cal. Nasty weapon. Not something I'd want to have, yeah, I think I'd maybe not want to be a tank driver after all. Oof. Right, so here we go. We've got our sprue here with all the parts on, with the parts of the figures, and then we've got lots of bits for all the equipment. So it looks like one of these kits where you get tons of equipment, even more perhaps than it shows. And we have got here the limber, basically, for the machine gun, building up your maxi machine gun here. I got a bit too close for that. And then we've got putting it in its sort of pivot. It's got armour plated shield at the front as well. Cooling canister for cooling the jacket around the barrel. And then you got your ammunition feed box. Quite an array, isn't it? Actually, quite an array. Quite an impressive little kit. This actually. This is good. More to it than I was expecting. I think. Look at that. Your finished MG08 machine gun. Sitting in the firing position, look at that. Nasty. And then on the back, it's a bit more simple with the Mauser 50 cal, or 0.52 cal I should say. And then there's your figures in their sort of prone positions. And ready to fire, really. Wow, nasty. Right, okay. Let's just zoom back then and let's take a look at what we got on the plastic. So we've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 sprues. I think it's 4 sprues, more than I was expecting for sure. Let's see what we've got here then. Oh, there's one of the helmets that's come off the sprue. It does look a bit flashy, that, to be honest, or is it my imagination? Yeah, it is a bit flashy. Because I think this is a combo of a few things in one set, so some of it I think is not so new tool. Not so new tool. Got a bit intertwined is what's happened here. I think. What's happened? It's really got intertwined, doesn't it? Yeah, we've just got a little bit of flash on this sprue. Although in fairness it just seems to be on the helmets, it doesn't seem to be on the guns. So we've got 2 sprues here. Let me show you the complete one, because I've just dropped that again. Let me show you the complete one. So it's, let's move Jeremy Clarkson, he's not relevant today, is he? Yes, so here we go. So here's these helmets. As I say, there is a bit of flash present on these, I have to be honest. So that one just needs a bit of taking care of. That's a bit unfortunate. It doesn't seem to be on the other parts. So you've got the Luger pistol. You've got the holster, you've got a Mauser pistol, complete with the broom handle version, and then there's a long barrel Luger as well. You've got is it a Mauser carbine, is it? Yeah. And then here you go. This is the Mauser anti-tank weapon, the Tankabwehr. I think they pronounce it Gaver. And then there's like a World War I machine gun as well. It's got a bit of everything. I think we've seen this sprue before. I think it's not so new, this sprue, and I think this is why it's perhaps suffering a little bit with the flash, because it's not suffering on the. It's strange that the helmets are flashy, but the rest isn't. A bit odd. Look, you got bayonets and bayonets on the end of rifles. That all looks fine. Really nice. There you go. You got broom handle Mauser there with the broom handle stock on it. Then you've got your MG08 machine gun as well. Here. It's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good. And then over here we've got all the other parts. So here we've got the MG. This is the full MG08 actually. I think this is the one you'll use. This one, which looks a bit more cool. Doesn't seem to have a slide moulded barrel here. Particularly, might need a bit of a fine, maybe a fine drill bit in the end to just hollow that out. I think. There's your ammo belt feed. I mean, you can always put this very, very gently over a candle, not too close, mind, just to soften it. And you can actually make that belt, that feed belt, just contour a bit more, shape it a little bit. I think that would be the way to do it. And then, yeah, we've got all the bipod for your anti-tank rifle. It's all there, isn't it? Very nice set, that. Lovely fine parts. No flash on this one. Absolutely fine. So it just seems to be the older sprue that seems to have got a bit of flash in it. And then we've got the figures, which I think are new. So look at what we've got here. See if our camera recognises them as people. Does it? Yep, it's locking on. It's got the little reticule is locking onto the face of the man, so that tells me it knows it's a person's face. And then you've got all your positioning for your hands here. You've got your like a musette bag to keep the lunch in, and maybe some good of water. There were water bottles you probably saw on the other sprue actually. And over on this side, got some more. We've got nice figuring of the trousers and these sort of, they're not putty boots, are they, that they wear? They're not quite the same as the British ones. A little bit different. See, they've got the strap across the chest here. Fantastic. Really, really good. Huh. Yeah. Again, another face. Yep. Look at this one, he's got a fine moustache, this chap, see that? Moustache, look at that. Cool. Right. Well, there we have it. So you got basically all your crews. So the only disappointment in the kit really is there's just this flash. I've got a helmet here that's detached, but it is very flashy. It just seems odd, but it's just at one end of the mould, and the rest of that mould looks absolutely great. Little fine things like bayonets you'd expect might be flashy, and they're not. It's kind of curious, isn't it? It's almost like they just need to clean that one end of the mould up. Overall though, a lovely little kit, and it will go perfectly with your, if you've got the Miracle on the Marne, or if you've got the Stormtrooper set that I reviewed about, was it a month ago, 2 months ago. Absolutely fantastic, really nice. They're really getting into this World War I figures genre, which I think is excellent. I'm going to give it 9.5 out of 10. Only negatives, as I say, there's that bit of flash. Need a little bit of work on. But overall, smashing, great value, lots and lots provided. Why is that gone and jammed up for me? Hang on a second. We suddenly have a problem. I can see some interlock for some reason. I shan't force it. It's not the way. Never force things. Only leads to tears later. Right, there we go. Got it in. Got it. In you go. Another nice set. What we need now is some equivalent sort of British or French figures, really, to go with it. But then again, we have the tanks, so perhaps we're going to have some tanks coming. Who knows? You never know. So 9.5 out of 10 from me. Hope you thought that was interesting. Certainly worth your while. Price-wise, about £20, I think they are, maybe less. I think you might pick that up for £18 if you play your cards right. Nice little set for the money. Plenty of fun. That'll keep you busy for a weekend or two, I tell you. Excellent. Thank you to ICM for providing the kit for us to review. More to come from them in the not too distant future. So stay tuned. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and please subscribe to my sister channel, Peter Goes Rogue, because that needs all the help it can get. And don't forget to comment, share, and give us a thumbs up, a like. Till next time, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.